I love Bluetooth headphones. The freedom you get once the wires disappear is worth even the shrinking compromises you have to make in battery life and reliability. That's why I think these Syllable D900s headphones are on top of the competition when it comes to bringing a truly wireless headphone to a truly massive, price-sensitive market. As it stands today, we're somewhere in between second and third generation truly wireless headphone technology. First were the ultra-expensive engineering prototypes. Then we got products like the Bragi Dash and the Earin, which were in the $300 price range. Now we have headphones like this, where you can get truly wireless performance, at least the basics of it, for $80. That's a really incredible feat. So incredible that when Syllable reached out to me asking to review their product, I was entirely skeptical of what they could deliver at such a low price point. But now I have to say, they've won me over. Syllable is doing just the basics of what its higher-end competitors are, like the Bragi Dash, but they're doing it well and they're doing it at a previously unheard of price. So let's dive into this product. If you've heard anything about truly wireless headphones, it's probably that they've been plagued by Bluetooth connectivity issues and by small batteries, being that they're tucked inside your ears in such a small form factor. That's why I'm so amazed at what Syllable is able to accomplish here, because its Bluetooth connectivity rivals and probably surpasses that of the Bragi Dash, even after its version 2.0 software update, which greatly improved its Bluetooth reliability. Still not as good as the Jaybird Bluebuds because they're able to have the longer antenna, but this is the best truly wireless connectivity experience that I've seen to date, and that blows my mind for such a small price point. But that brings me to my next point. It's probably because you look a little bit like Shrek when you're wearing these. They stick a little ways outside your ears, and that gives them the potential to have that nicer Bluetooth connectivity running on Bluetooth version 4.0. Nevertheless, even though they hang outside my ears a little bit, they still stay in my head very well thanks to the little winged ear tips that I actually really like. They're also so incredibly light that it's easy for them to stay in your ears. Of course, they're made out of plastic, so they feel a little bit cheaper, but they're so light, it really is a trade-off I'm kind of willing to make in a product like this. So just like every other product in this category, it comes with a charging case. This one is nothing to be super amazed by, but it will give you up to 6 charges per charge of the case. So that's better than pretty much any of the competition, like the Bragi Dash and the Earin headphones. Unfortunately, usability is pretty poor. You have to actually turn on the case to have these little blue lights show up to start charging your headphones. So a couple times I'd put them in here, think that they were charging, and really they were just sitting in there dead, not doing anything at all. Also, the connection here is kind of finicky. It's a little tricky to get them to sit properly, and then the only way to actually hold them in place is to close the lid. It's a weird mechanical way of keeping this in place as opposed to going for more expensive, more premium magnets. But at this price point, that's a trade-off that doesn't affect usability all that much, but still gives you a really nice product and a good way to charge on the go. So inside the case, these will take about 2 hours to charge up, and that'll give you at least 4 hours of battery life, and I found a little bit more than even that advertised figure. So talking more about connectivity, these always paired to my phone seamlessly. All I had to do was take the right earbud, hold its single button for just a second, and then it would pair right away. Then, however, you have to press the left earbud's button as well. It'll sync to the right, and then you'll be all good. But you just have to know you have to turn them on separately. That's kind of a little quirk to these, but at the price point, it's really not that bad. So in terms of sound quality, they sound okay. Maybe on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of Bluetooth headphones. They sound a little bit like the ear pods that you get with any Apple product. But I can't fault it too hard simply because it does get plenty loud enough for listening to music or for listening to podcasts where you really want to hear what people are saying. So it doesn't stack up too poorly at all in terms of sound quality. So these also come with an IPX4 water resistance rating, which means it can handle a splash every now and then, maybe sweat from you at the gym, but you can't really submerge it in water. So that's something like the Bragi Dash really have an edge over this, but still protected from sweat, which kind of puts it in the same league as the Jaybird Bluebuds, which also can't be submerged underwater. So overall, these headphones get a lot right. They do all the basics really well. You can listen to music, they're truly wireless, the connectivity's good. What more can you really ask for? Well, let's get into those things. So first thing, the microphone is really bad. I called my friend over the phone, voice over LTE. The connectivity was great, but they just sounded like crap. He said it sounded like we were driving on the highway and I was in the passenger seat of a car yelling at the driver who was talking on the phone. So not a raving review, really don't use these if you're looking for a good microphone. Also, interestingly, the left and right earbuds will kind of cut out independently. The left one ties to the right, so sometimes the left will flake out, the right will keep going. It's a little disorientating, but maybe it's better than everything just cutting out altogether. So I can't entirely fault it, but that's just a weird quirk. In the name of the product, Syllable calls these noise-canceling headphones. Maybe there's technology somewhere in here that produces the anti-waves required to cancel out noise, but I don't hear it. It doesn't come through, but that's fine. It's just like any other pair of non-noise canceling earbuds that you've ever used. And so just comparing it to some of its more expensive competition, these don't have any high-end features like a heart rate sensor or multi-touch controls or anything like that. It just has a single button and all it'll do is play music. But that's fine at a price point like this. It gets the basic things right. So really this product comes down to doing one thing pretty well. It gives you truly wireless earbuds that have decent connectivity that rivals its peers. They stay in your head. I wouldn't maybe go running with them, they might fall out in that case, but they are very comfortable nonetheless. There are a few weird quirks like having to turn on the charging case and having to turn on both headphones independently, but in the grand scheme of things, these kind of wash away when you just keep in mind that $80 price point. So in summary, if you're looking for a pair of headphones with their own dedicated app, heart rate sensor, and true waterproofing, these are not the headphones for you. But if you're looking for something that gets the basic things right and does a fair amount to compete with the current king of the hill competition, the Bragi Dash, these are the headphones you should look at first, the Syllable D900s. Thank you so much to Syllable for sending this product out for review. I really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. And thank you so much for watching. My name's Kastan, and I'll see you in the next one.